Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Tuesday, the 19th of August. This is your daily recap. Well, it's been a day. Um, Today is definitely a day to take some notice of what's going on in the markets, but we'll see. So let's talk about this. We came in, we were mostly flat. We were in sideways for the first half an hour, and then we popped, put in a new range high on the day, and then that was it. We dumped. And here we are just coming a little bit off the lows at about 15 minutes to go. We're under the 8 day and above the 21 day here on the SPY. Is this game over? Maybe, maybe not. Very hard to say here. And I mean that. These shallow dips have been constantly bought. We get a 1 day down or 2 day downs and they immediately come screaming back for it. But today was definitely a day to take notice as, we are now, 5 days since the last all-time high and we slowly kind of pulling back here and we're seeing something. The Qs, weaker all the way to the 21 day, right? So the Qs have broken down to the 21 day here and a little bit weaker. You're looking around. IWM tried to push, couldn't, came back to the 8 day. Dow, kind of like that. The financials tried to push, couldn't hold. Energy tried to go, again, couldn't hold. The VIX, not much going on here. The VIX is up a little bit, but not much. HYG not really going all that far. So, under this covers, nothing really all that bad. Bonds up today, flight to safety. Maybe we saw names like Colgate with a nice day and Coke, right? Home Depot off their earnings report, even though their report wasn't that great, their guidance was, and they're pushing up. So we saw some push into safety names today. The semis down to the 21 day, but underneath the covers, there was a little bit more carnage. Nvidia to below the 21 day here, ugly break here today. AMD getting pulverized well under the 50 day, 21 day here. We'll see what it wants to do. Avgo, another one of the leaders under the 21 day. Micron on the 8. Intel, which I traded, had a nice day today and holding it up. You know, Cautionary note came out of the gate. So a couple things to focus on. Palo Alto this morning, here's your open. It pushed for about a minute before it came down and it never gave much of a push. And that was a good report that they sold. The other one today that was very interesting was Hood. Again, Hood, your opening high, all-time high in the first minute or two of the trading day. Didn't quite get there, just missed it, and then reversed, engulfed the previous 3 days action to the 21 day. There was problems here today, right? There was obviously some selling pressure coming in here today. Coin beaten up a bit. Palantir filled its earnings gap and just above the 50 day now. Microsoft broke below the 21 day, looking at the 50 day. Meta, which was at an all-time high 3 days ago, down $50 almost here off the highs at this point, and staring at its earnings gap at 745.17. Amazon, which I dumped yesterday to the 8 day, is holding well. Google, which I took the loss on today on that one, held the 8 day there, still holding in better. Apple also still holding strong in tech, so it's not a complete and utter washout. What else today? Uber had a nice day. Nice big push here on Uber, looking good. I traded Tesla multiple times today, made decent money, took some losses on it, but also made very good money. Held the 200 day and still hanging in there. Netflix dumped today. We'll see, but came back up. It's a very mixed market here. Oracle down to the 50 day. That was a leader. You guys got to get the idea here. So what do I think here? I think we see what we get. I think have a shopping list ready, have names you want to go into. But maybe the 21 day comes, as Utsoff said in the room, since April, we haven't closed under the 21 day here. We've just continued to been pushing and pushing, pushing, pushing back above it. Right here. Last time we closed under it. Look at us all the way back here. Right? That's all the way back on the 23rd of April. This market is very strong. So we get there tomorrow. We'll see what we do. Long term, not worried. Short term, not great. We do have, we have the Fed minutes tomorrow. I don't think anybody cares. And more importantly, we have the Powell speaking on Friday morning. Catch you guys in the AM. Put this out there for free. Hope it helps you guys. Sorry about Spaces. Couldn't get on there. It was giving me fits.